Okay guys, another daily challenge. I'm going to quickly go through how I get this one done. It's quite a difficult example, but let's get straight to it. So firstly, for these ones, so blue is software vendor, green is service vendor, orange is security vendor. They all start with S, right? So we can't notate them in algebra with S. So the thing that I'll just do is note the colors down. So instead of software vendors, that's just going to be B. Hardware vendor is going to be R for red. Service vendor is G for green. Security vendor is O for orange. So we got B, G, R, O. Well, I'm going to use E, right, because I'm used to emerald instead. So B, E, R, O. You can use green for emerald, whatever. Okay, so anyway, let's go through the specific rules now. But before I do that, let me just write the total rule that I always like to start off with. B plus E plus R plus O equals 584k. Now we've got software vendors. Let's see what the rule is. Software vendors plus service vendors. What colour service vendors? Emerald. Plus twice the area for hardware vendors. Plus 2R equals 560, 640. Second equation, service vendors. Area for service vendors plus hardware vendors plus security vendors equals 449,680. R just equals R. And we got orange. So area of security vendors and software vendors, O plus B, equals 356,240. Remember guys, as soon as you have this, working out what the answer is going to be easy. So you got E plus R plus O. As you can see, B is the missing link. B here. So if you sub the ERO in here, 449,680, you can work out what B is very easily. So B plus 449,680 equals 584k. Sub that across and you get 134,320. So B equals 134,320. B equals 134,320. Now, because you know what B is, you can work out what O is by just subbing in there. So therefore, O equals 35620. Obviously, taking that B away, take away 134,320, which is 221,920. So we got O and B. Now we need to work out what R and E are. So we got these two equations, right, that we still haven't used. So it's most likely going to be these two that we're working with. As you can see, these are going to fall into simultaneous equations. So we've got ER, ER. And now we got O and B that we need to get rid of. So because we've worked these out now, we can just sub these back in. So subbing it into the first equation, we've got the B there. So 134,320, writing that instead of the B now. Plus E plus 2R equals 560, 640. And then bottom equation, we got E plus R plus O, E plus R. O we know is 221,920 equals 449,680. Obviously cancel these down, move it across, whatever you got to do. I'm just going to do it in my calculator. Moving this across first. 640, take 134,320. 426,320 here. So E plus 2R equals 426,320. Now let's do the bottom equation. Move that 221,920 across. What do we get? 227,760. E plus R equals 227,760. Take away everything across so we can cancel out these E's and just be left with 1R. So that gives you the value of R equals 426,320. Take away 227,760 is 198,560. So we got the value of R, we got the value for O, we got the value for B. Obviously, just sub it back into the simultaneous equation, right? GCSE stuff. So now we got E plus R, E plus 19,8,560 equals 227,760. Move this across and you get E as well, which is 29,200. So now you've got everything right. You got B is 134 320, E is 29 200, R is 198 560, O is 22 1920. And then obviously just put a value over total to get your percentage. I'm too lazy to do it here, and I feel like it's not worth your time for me to go over that here. It's something that's very simple and you can learn in your own time. But anyway, main takeaway from this video is if there's stuff with, you know, multiple names starting the same, SSS, just forget that. Just write in terms of the colours. Blue, emerald, red, orange, or blue, green, red, orange, whatever. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys. Definitely a difficult question, but